Alright, so here's our latest information. Uniform 340 at 6, viz 10, temperature -9, dew point -14, altimeter 30.46. Visual approach, roll runway 1 left and 1 right, my friend. Contact ground. What is the ground frequency here?
Ground is going to be
121.7. This frequency.
121. I'm just going to use the Garmin for that.
Okay.
121.7. Alright. Just a moment. So we're departing, I'm just going to say northeast to Tulsa. Right?
Okay.
Riverside ground, Skyhawk 4976 Golf, requesting taxi to the active and flight following to Oologah. We have uniform.
So it's 4976 Golf, Riverside ground. What's the 3-letter identifier for Oologah?
We're just going to run up to Gundys, Oscar 38.
Tulsa 76 Golf, maintain VFR at or below 2,500, Tulsa departure frequency 124.0, squawk 0207.
0207 for 4976 Golf, VFR at or below 2,500, contact Tulsa. Thank you.
76 Golf, runway 1 left, taxi via Alpha.
Taxi via Alpha, 1 left, excuse me. Thank you.
That controller there, that's my friend Mark McMillan. He just got checked out here at RVS on ground, and should hopefully be checked out on local here pretty soon.
That's awesome, dude.
We'll let that sun burn off some of that frost that's developed on the windscreen.
So he gave us a clearance there, Billy. For controlled fields, they require clearance while you're on the ground. So there's certain little movement lines, non-movement lines. He cleared us to taxi via this taxiway, which is Alpha. All the taxiways are, given usually a letter and then a number if there's multiples. So we're on Alpha right now, taxiing down. The runway is right there. That's 19er left. And oh yeah, for hey everybody watching, we're doing a discovery flight for Billy today. Flying out here at KRVS, nice frosty morning. Frosty.
It was 16 degrees while we were doing pre-flight this morning.
Yes, sir.
We really like this stuff.
We were just talking about that last night. We must really love this stuff, don't we? I was like, I started adding up the line items. I was like, I could be living a really nice life right now if I wasn't a pilot. Living large, baby, living large. Alright. Got the GoPro today. We're doing 2 camera angles, one for the cockpit view, straight out, and then, I'm sorry, yeah, just straight out, and then the GoPro. I'm not going to do an instrument shot today just because it's just too cold. The suction cups are falling off everything. Alright, so what we're going to do now, Billy, can you hear me back there, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, cool. What we're going to do now is we're going to basically pull off to the side of the taxiway here, this little run-up area. We're going to do basically an engine pre-flight test. Want to make sure that everything works on the ground before we get into the air. So we're going to, give it some throttle, give it some, we're going to cut it back to idle, do a couple different things, and make sure that everything's running good. Before takeoff. Brakes.
Okay, brakes are set. Let's go ahead and set this parking brake.
Flight controls.
Flight controls, okay. Ailerons, free and correct. Free and correct. Elevator is free and correct. And rudder, free and correct.
Excellent. Fuel selector.
Fuel selector still on both.
Trim.
Trim is set for takeoff.
Mixture.
Mixture's fuel rich.
Power just for 1,700 RPM.
Okay, up to 1,700 RPMs.
Let's check mags.
Okay, and we're going to check that oil pressure. It's looking good. Oil temp's slowly starting to come up.
Starting to climb.
Alright. There is 1,700 RPMs and mag check. So we'll go right mag, back to both.
Right drop. Ooh, a little rough there.
Left. Back to both.
Good.
Okay, carb heat.
Heading indicator. Once you get that check, one slight drop.
Okay, so we'll keep that in. Alright, now we're going to do idle check, carb heat.
Still got a motor for landing.
So we're going carb heat in and back to 1,000 RPMs.
Yep. Excellent.
Okay.
Alright, heading indicator.
Alrighty, so we're on 050, so we're going to verify that. Good. Attitude indicator set. Altimeter set. vertical speed showing about a 50-foot climb, so we'll use that as our zero reference. Turn coordinator is erect and also full of fluid. The ball is centered. Airspeed showing 0. We're good.
Excellent.
All right, and we're going to go ahead and check that amp meter as well. So
drop out of battery.
Good drop. Go back in. Looks good. Suction's in the green.
Excellent. Doors and windows locks.
Okay, we're closed and latched on my side.
Landing lights on.
Landing lights coming on.
Transponder to altitude.
Transponder is squawking altitude with our code in there.
Excellent. All right, so we are just about ready for takeoff, and be a normal takeoff today, no short field action. So
sounds good.
We'll do that at Gundys if we touch down.
Yeah, we can do a short field.
I always do short field out there.
Absolutely.
All right.
Ground air share 291.
And what's our tower frequency?
It's 120.30.
Awesome. Excellent. Well, once we get a lock, they'll pass us over to Tulsa, which is 124.0.
Via Alpha.
The Skyhawk 76 Golf with request.
Go ahead.
We'd like to amend a little bit. We're going to head up to Oologah Lake and then kind of divert back to Gundys 76 Golf.
Roger.
Spartan 5, side tower, this is Spartan 56, hold it short of runway 1 right.
Spartan 56, runway 1 right, clear for takeoff.
Okay, so hills are on the floor, and we're going full power. RPMs look good, oil pressure's good, oil temp is good.
Feeling good, baby.
Alright, there's 55, rotate.
We're going to climb like a bat out of hell, baby. Reason for that is the air is super dense today.
Yeah.
Now the winds at 3,000 or they're coming out of the north at 30 knots, so good times. There it is.
We're gonna have a headwind on the way up and a tailwind on the way back.
Exactly. It'll take us a minute with a 30 knot headwind. Nice and smooth though. It's high pressure system, so.
Good stuff.
Now, if you notice, Matt, he's having to compensate a little bit for that. There's ground winds, there's surface winds, and then there's the higher speed winds above that. There's a transitional layer between those two. And so if you notice what he's doing, he's correcting for the angle of the wind. It's called a crab off the runway. And basically what we're coming up on now, our vertical speed is insane. We're almost 1,000 feet per minute. Heading right over the Arkansas River here. Our heading is perfect runway heading. Now we cannot deviate from this heading until the tower gives us clearance to do so.
Gotcha. And that'll be once we get out of their airspace.
It's whenever they feel like it.
Oh, really?
But yeah, generally speaking, once we're out of the way of whatever they're wanting us to do.
Gotcha.
There's 71st Street right there. We'll start getting some heat in here pretty shortly.
Cessna 76 Golf, heading 350 and contact Tulsa departure.
Flight heading 350, contact Tulsa 76 Golf, thank you.
Alright, there's 2,000, so we got 500 to go.
Yep. Tulsa departure Warrior, Skyhawk 76 Golf, Riverside, 2,100 and ascending, checking in with you.
4976 Golf, Tulsa departure radar contact. Tulsa altimeter 3046, and you said you'd vapor altitude your discretion, and you're requesting on course to Gundys?
Yeah, we're actually requesting, we're going to head up to Oologah Lake, do a couple laps, head back to Gundys for a full stop landing.
76 Golf Rider, currently far at or above 3,000, and then proceed over. Vapor out above 3,000, and then if you would, fly heading a 060.
060 out or above 3,000, 76 Golf, thanks.
They must have some arrivals coming into international.
Yep. So basically what they're doing is they're passing us over, or around, the arrivals coming into Tulsa International.
Gotcha.
They just gave us a heading and an altitude at or above 3,000. So we're at 2,700 feet right now and ascending.
Ascending.
Ascending. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said descending.
You fail.
I fail.
The $1,200 Bose headset failed.
It's the noise cancellation, man.
You're like, did you say ascending or descending?
Man, it is smooth up here.
I'm telling you, it's that high pressure, dude. Comparing this with yesterday, if we had taken him up yesterday, he would have lost his,
Right.
I almost lost my lunch and I was flying.
Where did that Spartan plane that took off right next to us on runway right. Where'd he go?
He was probably staying in the pattern. He's probably flying the traffic pattern back at the airport.
Gotcha.
They're just doing loops.
Gotcha. So he hooked right.
Exactly.
853064, flying 160, unable direct Lozy.
Alright, I'm gonna pull out my nifty. We got 3 different GPSs in this aircraft at the moment.
We shouldn't get lost.
We shouldn't get lost.
3064, flying 160, unable direct Lozy.
That's hilarious.
160 direct Lozy. Eagle Flight 3064.
That's all commercial traffic you're listening to there. Yeah, I would expect them to just pass us off here in a moment and say, resume your own navigation once we're on the other side here.
Right. We just flew over Harvey Young Airport as well.
Yep.
Overman 1 Hotel Charlie, turn left heading 080, vector for traffic. Currently 20 miles east of you, west-southwest bound for regional jet descending at a 10,000.
Heading 080, looking for traffic, 1 Hotel Charlie.
What a beautiful day, man.
Dude.
Doesn't get much better than this.
Missed you, buddy.
I did too.
November 8 Echo Golf, turn left heading 180.
Left 180, 8 Echo Golf.
Yeah, I gotta get me one of those little suckers, dude. Where'd she get that thing?
I think she ordered it online. I'll have to
84, just gonna maintain 3,500.
It's pretty nice, isn't it?
That's legit.
Another club member, Steve Lewis, he has one, and he keeps his on this side. So I may try that. It doesn't get in the view of any of these, but it does kind of, you gotta kind of look around to look at your oil pressure, oil temp, and suction, which, I mean, it's not a big deal, just kind of glance over just like that. But it's nice having it right there. It beats having it down here in your lap where you're looking down. At least if it's right here, I can look at it here, but I can also keep my scan going.
Oh, sweat, direct major, 1 Hotel Charlie.
iPads and tablets have really changed the way that we fly.
Yep. I spy the Tulsa VOR.
Yep.
Okay, Billy, you see that open area, and there's that white thing right there in the middle of that open area?
Yeah, I gotcha.
That's a VOR.
Okay, what is that?
That is a station that pilots can tune into on their radios, and that's a way you can navigate.
Oh, okay.
You can. We have a indicator up here, and it's a VOR indicator, and we can tune that frequency into our radio, and the VOR transmits 360-degree radial, and you tune it in, and you can tune this to, and you'll have a to or a from flag. And if you're going to it, you'll have a to indication, and if you're going away from it, you'll have a from indication.
Okay.
It's really cool if you're out in the middle of nowhere and you're lost, and you know from your chart the 2 different VOR frequencies. What you can do is tune in, identify the station, find out which radio you're flying on one, and then do the same on the other. And where those 2 points meet on your map is where you are. So if your GPSs and everything died, you could still navigate.
Gotcha. As long as you have comms.
So what do you think, buddy? You like it?
Yeah.
Pretty sweet, huh?
Cool. Yep.
I like practical for spacing traffic and be coming inbound just behind you from the south. Just gonna maintain 7,000.
Okay, 7,000 now taken. We've got a maintenance issue. The reason why we're slowed down, we're about we're going about 180 indicated.
No, I'm taking no problems. Let me know if you need anything for any assistance or anything.
Oh no, we don't. We just this is an operational issue.
All right, this is Oologah Lake.
Okay.
On a nice frosty morning. Looking good, man.
Day to fly.
Yeah, it is. Oologah Dam sitting over there.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Picture Mike, whoever that is.
I was trying to see if I could find the little airstrip that we land at when we come over here for the Will Rogers fly-in. And it makes Gundys look like an international runway. I think what they do is when they decide to do that flying, they pull the tractor out of the barn and just mow a strip in the pasture, and that's where you land.
Yeah, because it's not showing anything private out here. There's nothing on the sectional. There you go. There's that lake effect wind.
Yeah.
Like when I come, well,
Got some white caps on the lake down there.
yeah.
Get a kick out of that.
There's definitely change in ground speed winds, or I'm sorry, ground, what am I saying? Winds on the ground are definitely different when they're coming off of the water. Like when I go out to Grove or any of those places, you just expect a lot of bumpiness when you're coming into that area.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you have wide open space and it just gets really windy.
Okay, I see that little airstrip.
Got it.
You see it right there?
Yeah.
That's it, man. That's where you land.
That's awesome, dude. It's just a field that they've cut a little.
Yeah, that's all it is.
It doesn't show up on the sectional.
No.
So that strip right in the middle of the big brown field.
Yeah, that's the airstrip.
Wow.
That's the where Will Rogers Wiley Post. That's the little fly-in they have there.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not on the sectional at all. So.
Yeah.
It's really cool out there. They have his house where he was born at and all this. I mean, it's really, really neat.
Well, the actual house, I don't know if you know this, the actual house is actually under the lake. They relocated most of it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they had to relocate his house because
now you see straight ahead?
flooded the river.
You see that tower right there?
Yep, got it.
Always when I come over here, I watch for that tower right there. It's tall.
That is a tall tower. There's an obstruction right there. The tower with the lights on it, that's above our altitude, so that's a danger to any pilot in the area. That actually does show up on a sectional, so a lot of times they're...
Yeah, it's showing 2035, so we're, just under 2,000, so it's about 250 feet above us.
It's right there.
But yeah, there's the little airstrip, man.
Wow.
That's badass, dude.
That's it, right there.
I'm gonna have to come out here and try that out.
Alright, we'll do a turn back this way.
I need a tail dragger though.
I know.
Nice little standard rate turn there, maybe a little bit above. He's giving you a nice view though.
Yeah. Oologah's a big lake. I've only been on the south end of it. The air that you can tell, holy cow, it's huge.
Oh yeah. I'll do a direct to Gundys for us.
Okay.
Basically what I'm doing here, Billy, is the navigational equipment in this aircraft has a direct to, it's just like a GPS in your car. You say, hey, I want to go to this address, you put that address in, and it's all done by the FAA designation for the airport. The airport we're going to land at, Gundys, Oscar 38.
16,000 for 10,000 extra.
I'm showing 124 knots right now.
Yeah, baby.
You can look at the ground and tell we're moving a lot quicker.
Yeah.
030 and doing a Lake Oologah vector visual approach 3.
Fine with the wind. So we're going to be landing 3-5, so we just entered, it's a left-hand wind for 3-5.
6,000.
Set up our comms for Gundys. And Tulsa approach, Skyhawk 76 Golf with request.
Skyhawk 76 Golf, say request.
You would like to terminate, go ahead and head back to Gundys, Oscar 38. We do have the field in sight.
Number 76 Golf, Roger, wind at Tulsa International 360 at 9 Tulsa, altimeter 3047, proceed on course to Gundys.
Proceed on course to Gundys 3047 for altimeter 76 Golf, thank you.
76 Golf, Raiders, there's 2 needed, squawk VFR, frequency change approved, you have a great day.
Squawk VFR, frequency change approved, 76 Golf, good day, see you in a bit.
American I-6,
Alrighty, and you said you have the field in sight?
Do.
knots or less.
There's the, I just know it because I see it all the time, right? There's the port, right?
American I-6,
About 10 degrees to the right. So what I usually do is just keep flying your heading here.
This heading goes good here?
Just stay on the direct 2 heading.
Okay.
And then we'll cut over for our downwind.
Okay.
The traffic pattern altitude is 1,500.
Okay. What do you think, just cross over the top end or left downwind?
Yeah, there won't be anyone there. I mean, there might be somebody flying. I'll toggle over. Okay, so I just toggled over to Gundys and we still have static, so that may be us.
I don't know where that's, make sure your mic's good.
Yeah. We'll take a look at it when we get on the ground. And Gundys traffic, Skyhawk 4976 Golf, about 7 miles to the north. Northeast of the airfield, coming in for landing, 35, full stop, Gundys. All right, so what I'm doing now is basically sending out radio calls to the airfield. This is airfield traffic because this is non-controlled, right? There's nobody there watching the field.
Yeah.
So there are pilots that are flying in and out of the airport, so you need to let them know what's going on.
I'm going to go ahead, descend down to 1,500, which is the traffic pattern altitude. You don't want to descend into the traffic pattern because you may have a guy that doesn't have a radio. He may be in the traffic pattern. You don't want to descend on top of him. So we'll be at traffic pattern altitude before we enter the pattern.
Our ground speed's now 130 knots, so about 142 miles an hour. All right, now we're going to be doing real good here. Gundys, you'll see a little white tower I'll point it out to you. But
I've got, I think I have the lake in sight just off the north end.
That's the lake.
Okay.
So as long as you get on the right side of that lake, you're good. That's downwind. And Gundys traffic, Skyhawk 76 Golf, currently 4 miles to the northeast of the field, coming in for landing 35 full stop. Any traffic in the area, please be considerate and advised. That's a Cortlandism right there. He's always like, hey guys, please be considerate and advised.
Let us know you're out there.
We're the only early risers today. Although this is one thing, Billy. You come into these small airports, a lot of these aircraft are sport aircraft, and they're not required to have a radio, unless they're getting into Class Charlie airspace. So
it's kind of see and avoid.
It's look for them. Yeah, exactly. All right, there's our lake. So we're now you're kind of entering opposite to the 45 to the left downwind. And you should have the field in sight now. That straight line.
Yep, got the field.
We're going to pass right over my parents' place.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, there's Tulsa Votech right there. You see that tower, navigational tower right there?
Yeah, red and white one?
That's their neighborhood. Okay, now what we're going to do, this is the transitional phase for landing, right? We're going to get right now our airspeed's too high to deploy flaps. So what he's going to be doing here is transitioning into a slowdown phase. It's called our downwind. It's the opposite direction of the field. There's the runway. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. And you see how it looks like a Band-Aid from the sky. That's a short field right there. So this is a challenging landing for any pilot. So what he's going to do is going to get about half a mile away, and he's going to make a straight turn to parallel the runway. This is called the downwind leg of the landing phase. And Gundys traffic, 76 Golf, entering left downwind for 35. Gonna come in for a full stop and head to parking, Gundys. So I'm just letting everyone know what we're doing if there's anyone out. Now
if we have this huge tailwind, we're gonna go ahead and pull the power back here.
Now he's transitioning. He's gonna get his airspeed indicator inside the white arc before he deploys any flaps. There's the Tulsa quarry directly ahead.
You always want to land
into the wind.
Into the wind every time. It's going to help you slow down.
Gotcha.
Anything you can do to avoid having something pushing you, it's a good thing. All right, so he's now abeamed the numbers. We're even with it. So here in just a moment, he's going to pull power, and he's going to deploy his first notch of flaps.
So I've already pulled. I've got 10 degrees in.
Excellent. I didn't see you do it. All right, so now we're going to make our left turn to base. This is our base leg. Gundys traffic, Skyhawk 76 Golf, turning left base, full stop, 35 Gundys.
Okay, so I'll wait till I'm out of the turn.
Don't want to deploy flaps while you're turning, because that can cause your aircraft to stall.
You have one flap hang. All right, so there's flaps 20.
What will happen is one wing will stall farther than the other, and then you'll spin, and that's bad.
All right, so we're going final.
And Gundys traffic, 76 Golf, turning final, 35 for full stop, Gundys. Now you see that little red hanger? That's where my airplane's at.
Gotcha.
I know pilots that won't fly into this airport. This guy, he's a baller.
They won't fly into it because it's such a short runway.
Because it's challenging.
Gotcha.
Now what he's doing here, he's just compensating, adding a little bit of power because our sink rate was a little bit low. He's going to cut power as soon as he's ready. And he's going to put those wheels down right past the numbers. Nicely done. And flare. Very nicely done.